So if you've been following the eczema journey, you know I'm on a path to clear my eczema naturally. Now I'm not having that face thing that was going on, but I've always had it on my arms. It's coming on my hands. Let me let it focus. Like, you see that? Like, it's never been on my hand until I stopped using the cream, and then it just starts popping up in random areas. It comes on the inside of my hands now. It's trying. It tried on this hand, on the side area, right here. And then I have it on my arms. I wish this would focus. Basically, so we're on this journey to clearing it, and I know it has lots to do with what I eat. I need to be on a consistent, clean, healthy eating, dietary restriction, and that's what I'm trying to get back into doing keto. I was going hard for it when I was doing it, but everything just seems so accessible, and ooh, fried food, that looks good. And I had Chinese food and I was eating it like I never ate before. But one of the things that I mentioned in my first eczema video, journey video, was apple pectin powder. Now it came pretty fast. I haven't, I don't have Amazon Prime right now. I'm gonna renew it or whatever, but I had it when I was in college because when they were first starting it, they had like this discount. But it came pretty fast because I ordered it like 2 days ago. But this is what I was talking about. And the girl that I was watching, she was an Asian girl, and she was showing her journey of her eczema and how like she was red all over, like it looked like mine, but on her skin complexion. And she said like this cleared it. She said it cleared it in 24 hours. I don't know about all that. Maybe she was being dramatic just for like the clickbait. But I'm gonna start trying this. I'm gonna put some of this in my water now because it says to put it into water. So let me go use my mug here, pour some water. Y'all know how to pour water in a cup. I don't need to do a tutorial on that. That was awkward. All right. So Solger's apple pectin powder is free of sugar, salt, corn, yeast, wheat, soy, gluten, and dairy products, and is formulated without the use of artificial preservatives, flavors, or colors. Okay. As a dietary supplement, mix 1/4 teaspoon in 8 ounces of water or juice daily. I'ma just be black and not listen to the instructions. Ugh, that hurt. Now what? Why would you do that? Stop. Maybe I should have left that on there. Yeah. Just gonna pour it into the lid. That much. No, that's too much. This much. Can it focus? Should have been focused on me. Can you focus? Y'all get the gist. I'm putting it into my agua. Okay. I don't know how it's gonna taste. I'm gonna mix this. I didn't think that far ahead. Smells like castor oil. My mom made me drink it one time. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? It's healthy. You don't even drink it. Period. I also want to let y'all know I've been, like, my skin's really been in this relieved area. Like, what you saw on my arms, like, of course you can tell there's a difference. I have eczema. But like it's looked way worse, like dry, and that's like moisturized. So just imagine how I'm gonna look if I keep this up. That looks so gross. It doesn't even look appetite. Jesus. the offense. Ew. Mmm. Ew. I had to chug it because I was trying to drink it fast and it was settling at the bottom. I'm like, oh, I gotta get that in my system. So this is day one. I mean, it doesn't have a taste, but it's just the fact that the smell, it's not, like, it smells like castor oil if you sniff it. And the fact you have lumpy stuff in your water. Oh my goodness, the devil. So, yeah. I've been eating oatmeal every morning, and oatmeal is known to calm like eczema and relieve it. That's why you see a lot of like ointments or like moisturizers that have oatmeal, or if somebody advises you about oatmeal. I believe that has something to do with my skin being calm. My arm is itching. Let's see how this Pectin makes me feel when I wake up tomorrow. I'm about to go somewhere now, but yeah, I'll let y'all know. Hello. I just took some more of that apple pectin powder, and it's really weird, like a really weird solution. It's powdered, but like when I shake it, I guess I'm expecting it to disperse like a drink mix or something. So I just took some of that apple pectin powder. If you don't know what that is, I mean, I just said it in the last clip. Like, were you paying attention? It's real chunky in the water. Like, I'm trying to shake it so I won't taste it. It doesn't really have a taste, but like, you know, that essence of vitamins, like you can tell it's a vitamin. Like, it's a dietary supplement. I showed y'all. I'm not gonna do that again. On today, I'm just trying to lower my stress level, because when you're on social media so much, it produces anxiety. And I had taken a break last week off of social media, but this week I was on in little increments. I even muted pages that I loved, because we just get so caught up in other people's lives, and we tend to obsess about things that we see on social media, and then it makes us look at our own life as discontent, or look at our own selves and be discontent. And I just had to take it off today. I might be on later or whatever, I don't know, but for this moment I had to be off because I had to get into what God was trying to tell me, and I feel a lot better. Too much noise. There's too much noise in our society. Everybody got stuff they sell, and everybody got a book, everybody got words to say. It's just bombarding if you're trying to grasp all of that. So I'm just trying to lower my stress levels, because stress triggers eczema too. Not trying to make myself obsess over anything but God, and or have anxiety over, because I've been real anxious since I got back on. Just anxious about, you know, people I want in my lives and people I connect with, and just trying to figure out when certain things will happen. But the music was just becoming too much. I was trying to read my Bible, but I'm like, nah, cut it. Let me look at this present moment and make some fried eggs and avocado, and breathe. That's basically what God was telling me. Breathe, calm down. So I took some of the apple pectin powder. It gives me like this boost a little bit. Since it is considered a dietary supplement, it makes me feel a little bit more awake than when I was, because I can sleep throughout the day. But I think that's something, like my iron levels or something is off. I'm trying to pull up what I found about apple pectin powder. If I don't put it on the screen, I'll put it in the below. And if I don't do either, hold me accountable. Apple pectin benefits. So I found out that this pectin is a type of fiber that's found in plant cells, walls and tissues, pectin specifically. But they were saying that while these things contain pectin, the concentration levels in apples are high. So the pectin that makes up plants has a high level of it in apples. Apple pectin is available in the skin and pulp of fresh apples. So the skin that we be trying to carve out, pectin is in your apples. Sis, you could have pectin, but you don't, because you're taking your skin off. Who does that? I don't know. I'm just trying to. Fiber that can be dispersed or spread in water. First off, it was not dispersed. It was not spread. It was chunky. For example, if you leave oatmeal, a good source of soluble fiber, in water too long, you will see a gel-type substance form in water. And that makes me go back to what I was saying yesterday. Oatmeal being good for eczema, and that being a soluble fiber as this. Okay, oatmeal being a soluble fiber, and also apple pectin is a soluble fiber, and it just happens that both of these are good for eczema. I already knew about oatmeal. I didn't know all this other stuff about it, but it's interesting. The American Heart Disease. Oh, it helps with heart disease too. I read pectin, apple pectin powder helps with prevention of heart disease and other diseases. It can reduce your bad cholesterol levels, and then more than following a low-fat diet alone. What? I didn't read that whole sentence, so I'm gonna just skip it. Intestines. Oh, eh. Whew. Soluble fiber works to lower cholesterol by reducing the amount of it that is absorbed in the intestines. I'm being so deep for no reason. But intestines, that's in the gut area. And what I mentioned in my last video, the gut, eczema is caused by a leaky gut for most of the time. It's the internal issue. Eczema, not outside. So you can put as much ointment as you want, but when you stop using that ointment or that steroid cream, it's gonna come back because you're not dealing with the inside. And I'm trying to eat healthy. I notice sometimes I eat unhealthy because it's like a form of instant gratification. Like food makes me feel good, so I'm trying to eat healthier foods and find a balance in life and have control. Protects against metabolic, if you don't pronounce these words, protects against metabolic syndrome, improves intestinal environment. So I think this really applies to eczema. A healthy intestinal tract contains both good and bad bacteria, with the optimal situation being where the good bacteria far outnumber the bad. The job of intestinal bacteria is to help us digest food, absorb nutrients, and keep viruses and bad bacteria in check. So this article reports, it references an article that increasing apple intake improves the intestinal environment, and it is the apple pectin in particular that helps do the job. That's all I'm gonna share, because who really gonna sit here and listen to me talk for 7 minutes about apple pectin powder? I mean, if you're struggling and you got the patience. But yeah, so oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I just had it in my big cup. That's what I'm gonna do every morning. And I'm yeah, just relax for the rest of the day, because when I was at the other place that I stayed, I was so stressed and my eczema was all crackly, and I would scratch and it would get bloody. So I know since those stress levels have come down a whole bunch, my eczema looks a lot better than what it did. So I'll update y'all. I'll talk to you tomorrow because this is a journey. I'm not get your words right, Alexis, but I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Ooh, peace. Ooh, peace. Oh. Hey, so I decided to put my ring light out so you can actually see my eczema. I haven't filmed since day 2. Today is day 5. Yeah, today is day 5. Wow. And I've been using this powder, and I use it, I'm trying to do it day and night, but I always go to sleep or forget at night. So I'm doing it first thing when I wake up in the morning before I eat anything. A few things that I find out about it were, for one, when you put it in water, I think I mentioned that it clumps up, and like if it does dissolve, like I think you have to shake it a whole bunch, and I don't have time for that. I'm sure a lot of us don't have time for it. So I just kind of drink it with the clumps. The reason why I wanted to stir it up first, we'll try to get it dissolved, because I read something which may not have been accurate that said in order for it to get to your body, it has to dissolve. As you can see, I'm scratching. Yeah, so I tried putting some water in my mouth, letting it sit in there, like let it sit in there, and then put the powder. Do not do that, okay? That's like that what's that cinnamon challenge where people put the cinnamon in their mouth? Like, I was choking, and you know, I threw up. So I just wanted to show my skin. I want to start showing it in the light, because you saw the darkness of it, like how it was different color than my regular skin tone, my normal skin tone, but you can really see because it was blurry, and I believe that's because there was no light in that area. So I want to show it. So that's my eczema. As you can see, my natural skin tone is right here, and it is a little dry. I need to put some more moisturizer on, but it feels relieved. I can do this easily. Some tips that I found out. So wow, I need to put some more lotion on. I did just wash dishes, but some tips that I found out, that we can't heal the outside, we can't heal the outer condition of anything, you know, unless we deal with the inside first. And that has to do with skin conditions, has to do with you know, our views on things. Like, we have to change our understanding, if you want to change our perception. Like, this is the same thing about, you know, things like this, skin conditions. So I started getting into listening to Dr.Sebi. Now, I believe some of his content on YouTube is very limited, just because, you know, he people believe that he was killed basically for, you know, showing these natural remedies, and then, you know, being questioned or whatever. So I'm really taking into account to what I eat. He was talking about how a lot of the things we eat, you know, they affect our body, and we're supposed to eat to heal, not to get full. And that's something I'm gonna start doing. I'm starting to eat more salads. On my job, they have a whole bunch of like snacks, which I don't need to partake in. And I'm like not the only one, I'm not gonna, but I'm like one of the main people going back for cookies, going back for sugary Rice Krispie treats, like, and knowing I can't really have that because of my skin, but it's like that indulgence, that gratification you get from super sweet food, that a lot of times, or most of the time, super sweet food is acidic, and we're supposed to have a more basic, more alkaline diet. Now, if you're in school, if you've gone to school, you're familiar with this topic of pH levels. The water we drink is supposed to be a natural pH level of 7. So going forward, I'm trying to make sure that I consume foods that are, you know, 7 and above. Even if it's like 6.9, like all that and above. consume that regularly, because a lot of things that we deal with, we get healed if we pay attention to what we eat, and we wouldn't have problems, you know. I can go into another topic about eating healthy. You know, I'll feel comfortable going into that topic when I'm actually doing it, and but that could be for a separate video. But I like how he aligned it with what the Bible says. You know, Jesus gave us authority, not only like in our word, but in our daily lives. He gave us authority. So why do we think, you know, we can go about life, you know, I'm gonna cast out devils, I'm gonna do this, but you can't even eat right. You can't even handle what's going on the inside of you physically, and you have authority over that. So God's putting these tools and resources on earth for us to use, and we have authority to use them. So I want to get into a little bit more research about the stuff. So I'm about to go to work. I just wanted to film this before I forget, because the last 2 days I went straight to sleep when I got from work. Yeah, and I did like a very minimal makeup look. I'm trying to get my skin to where it looks like this, honestly. I want my skin everywhere, my face, like eczema tried to get on my face, so I have a black dot there. I've never had it on my face. It likes to spread, but I'm about to, in the next couple of months, I'm gonna see a difference, because there's things that I want to do in my life, modeling, you know. I want to wear short sleeve shirts, you know, comfortably, without having a steroid cream. I'm going to heal this naturally. We're going to heal this naturally if you're committed to the process. So let's get this done. I'm gonna take my do-rag off, get ready for work or whatever, period. Bye.